Hello everybody, welcome to our weekly video. Today I'm in Central Park. I am surrounded by geese, as you can see behind me. I decided to come here because yesterday I found this really cool rock and I thought it would serve as a prop for our today's video. So today is going to be all about the lower body, how we use our feet, our legs, which ultimately leads to the balancing success or balancing issues. So let's try to work out the lower body in a way that is practical and not strenuous. Throughout the day we all have to take stairs at some point. Some of us live in houses with the staircases, so we have to go up and down all the time. And some of us have to take subways, buses, and what have you. So some of us live in walk-ups too. So we all have to do that. And let's see what we can do to minimize the effort of the body to take the stairs in a very natural way, so to speak. And also how to keep your balance going. So right now I'm gonna use this rock behind me to show you what I think would be the best way to step up and step down. So alignment is definitely the key. Placing yourself upright, making sure your tailbone, back of the head, your upper back are aligned is very important. Now, as you guys stepping up, you always want to have your knee and your toes aligned in the same direction. Never do things like that or things like that. So as you place your foot down, first thing first, make sure your knee is aligned with the toes. Now, for a successful stepping up, successful and I should say effortless stepping up, you really want to straighten yourself up, and as you exhale, shifting the weight onto the standing leg is the key. Shift down, shift down. So the way you shift your weight also is you want to bring your whole spine on top of your standing leg. Just like what we do when we balance on one leg, standing up on one leg, or even if you stand up on both legs, you still want to have your spine going right through the middle of your body. The same way, as you stepping on one leg, you do want to have your spine aligned with your whole leg that you're stepping on. So let's try to do it all together. As you step up onto your foot, shifting your weight, bringing it down. Shifting your weight, bringing it down. Shifting your weight, bringing it down. So I would suggest to do this exercise maybe around 5 times. Stop, switch the legs, and do another 5, and again stop and switch the legs. Now, the next thing that I would like to touch on is how we place our feet. So the other part of the video will be about the feet. I'm wearing a very bendable, comfortable sneakers right now, so you guys will definitely see how I'm using my feet as I'm stepping on a new surface. I am stepping up and shifting the weight towards the toe, then I'm putting the weight on my whole foot. Not just on the ball of the foot, not on the heel of my foot, lifting the toes up. Never. The whole foot is gonna take my weight. I'm stepping up and I'm going back. Stepping up and going back. Now, to train our feet accordingly, we definitely wanna have the foot flexible and strong in all the parts of it. So let's try to think of stretching the sides of the ankles in a way that it balances out the foot. Most of the time we do walk on the outside of our feet, or rarely on the inside. So right now, I would like you guys to place your weight evenly through the middle of your foot, where the weight really goes through the big toe, separating in between the big toe and the rest of them. Without even stepping up, I would like you guys to practice it. Press and release. Press and release. And notice that my knee is going right over my toes right now. Press, release. Press, release. So we're gonna do the other foot right now. Again, I'm stepping up. Press, release. Press, release. Press, release. And one more press, release. So by doing this exercise, I am teaching my foot the proper alignment. Also, I'm trying to evoke the muscle memory and let my feet know what would be the ideal way for them to step forward and back, forward and back. Now, another thing that I would like to touch on with the feet is the flexibility of the foot itself, which is very, very important. If you guys have a command of all 10 toes, it's gonna be easier for you to balance, and in a situation when you have to step up the stairs or down the stairs, your feet will know better how to conduct themselves and how to support your body from underneath. So let me show you what I mean by that. As I'm stepping on my foot, I'm trying to feel how the weight is being distributed. And the exercise that I suggest is shift your weight all the way to the ball of your foot and roll it back down just the same way as you placed it up. So try, you guys, kind of to trace a line on the bottom of your foot going from the heel all the way towards the spot in between your big toe and the rest of them. And as you bend your foot, try to go through that line forward and back, kind of rolling your foot forward and rolling it back. Let's try. Placing your foot on any kind of flat surface and rolling it back, rolling it forward, rolling it back, rolling it forward, rolling it back. As you notice, when I roll my foot forward, the calf is getting a little tighter because the calf is working. This muscle is very, very strong. As you place your weight on the ball of your foot, it takes the weight. After you exercise each foot like that for a little bit, you probably would want to stretch the calf. And that is the way to do it. Right now, so the geese is talking to me, by the way. You're gonna bring the leg that you were working into the back, placing your heel down. The other leg, put it on some kind of elevation, bending the knee. And shifting your weight forward is gonna help you to stretch the leg. And now we're gonna go on the other leg, the same exact way. So place the foot up on the surface, and the other leg, see the calf is stretching right now. And what you're gonna do now is we're gonna practice stepping up. You're gonna go step up and down, step up and down. So that stepping up involves a lot of different muscles that I would like to touch on right now. As you guys stepping up, it's not just the foot that you're stepping up, it's the whole leg that you really want to get involved. You want to get involved not just the quadricep, the front of the leg, but the glute muscle, which is going to support your body and your balance as you're stepping on the leg. Kind of like that. As you step up, think of all the muscles here being pulled towards your bones. Step up, spine on top of the leg, and down. Step up, spine on top of the leg, and down. So practice it with the elevation of the step that is comfortable for you for about 4 or 5 times, and then switch the legs. Definitely after that, you want to stretch the legs. the best way to stretch, I find, is to do this and to do this. This stretch takes care of your quadriceps, and that's what's working the most in a way when you step up the steps. Now, what to do when you go down the steps? Well, believe it or not, the same approach works just as well. As you put your foot down, first thing you want to think about is involving all the muscles of the leg into supporting your weight. Because as you're stepping down, you're balancing on your leg, right? So whether you're holding on to something or not, the balance is still taking place. As you're stepping down, involve the glute, involve the quad, involve the outside and the inside of your thigh into supporting the thigh bone. Now, the second thing, very important thing, is, again, your spine and your head must be on top of that leg that just took your weight. If your head is in front of the leg, then you create a disbalance. You might fall. We don't want to fall walking down the stairs, do we? So the best way to practice would be, as I am up on the rock, I'm gonna step down on this leg, bending my knee, aligning my knee with the toes, and stepping down, contracting the muscles, making sure my glute is supporting my body, and aligning my spine with the leg. And here I go, doing it on the other side. Stepping down, involving the muscles of the leg, aligning my spine with the standing leg. And to stretch the glute muscle, that's what you guys want to do. We're gonna sit down on the chair of your choice, cross the legs, and pull the legs down. Push the bent knee down. This maneuver is gonna definitely stretch you. And go with this. Cross, push down. And see how it goes. Another exercise that I find very, very useful for your feet to do is making sure you're holding onto something, some kind of surface. If you're at home, hold on to some kind of back of the chair or a wall. If you're out in the nature, maybe the bench, the back of the bench, or the tree would do. But getting both feet going up on the ball of your foot and rolling down onto the heel is very, very good for your feet and for your legs in general. And that's what it's gonna look like. You're gonna go up and down, and rolling it up, rolling down, rolling it up, rolling it down, rolling it up, rolling it. So I hope that was a useful lesson for everybody who is watching it. And thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye.